whenever you decided to watch this video, because I know it's possible to download it and watch it later. Yeah. Today is Monday, the 10th of April. It's Easter Monday in 2023. It might be you're watching this video probably a week or a month after, no problem. So it's Easter Monday, but apparently, even with Easter Monday, it's business as usual. In Uganda, probably some people decide to go and work as normally as they could in all industries, basically. But I hope you're doing well wherever you're watching this from, and I hope God has kept you alive. Good morning, Director Martha Academy. I hope you're doing well. Yes, I'm also okay. So this week is for men and cars. Men and cars. Why did I actually decide to do men and cars is because every man would love to own a car. Every man would love to have a car in their compound. And of course, for ages, men have used cars to do different stuff, move from point A to B, move products and stuff. For those that have farms, they move product from the farm to the market. For those that have shops, they move products from the shop and deliver them to wherever they have to deliver them. For people like me, then we use cars to move our teams and to move our stuff, the tools we use in our work. Men have used cars to uplift their statuses. I mean, we've had guys here telling us one of the reasons why they want to buy a certain type of car that they're looking at is because they want to be in a certain class. They want to look like they make a certain amount of money. And the men used these cars to close business deals. There are guys here that will say, I'm going to buy a Wish because when I park a Wish somewhere, people will actually respect me. And there are people that will tell us that I'll go for my meetings in a Mercedes Benz and people will respect me. There are guys that will say, I'm in real estate. I don't want to drive my clients in a Probox. I want to drive my clients in a Kawondo. They'll definitely be impressed and probably want to buy. And then there are people that will tell you that I'll just buy a car that serves me, like Arthur. Arthur buys a car that serves him. But there are also people that will buy because someone else bought that car. So they buy that specific car because their brother, their uncle, their sister, their friend. I'm eating mangada, guys. This is good for vitamin C. Yeah. So, and depending on why you buy your car, you buy a specific type of car. And depending on why you buy that car, you can either end up being able to manage it on the road, or you can fail to keep it on the road. Morning, Nathan. Morning, Isa. Mugabe Innocent. Happy Easter. Yeah. So do you guys realize that all these big holidays, as you grow up, they don't really hold so much water. Like in the past, Easter Monday was a very big thing. It's not like that anymore. People would shop for Easter Monday. People would go and plate here for Easter. I mean, and then Bebekul had Chiwatule, Tondeke Chiwatule. Does it still have it, by the way? I did not hear any adverts of Tondeke Ogara Kubasila TV. But I would see Tondeke Chiwatule posters on social media. I didn't see any. Is it possible that he gave up that thing? I think he did it. He did it. He did it last year, and it was successful. So this week, we are going to be doing a series of men and cars, trying to understand when you grow some things. I don't get you, Nathan. Clarify. Yeah, when you grow, some things change, definitely. Good morning, Pasco. Good morning, Edrin. Hangover. The last time I drank, I don't really like those, how the hangovers feel. The hangovers feel like you are drinking poison. Yeah, so I drink once in a while, especially when I'm celebrating big things, but I only drink wine. And once in a while sometimes never happens for a full year. Good morning, Joseph. It's Boxing Day. God. What was there that was big on Easter Monday? There was something big on Easter Monday. But anyway, things changed, man, because the economy is on its knees. We stick to basics. Yeah. Atenze Munyumbe Yankee. I'm really strict. I'm really strict. I don't know how you guys elsewhere are doing. But of course, I've always been strict, but now I'm strict. I even have reasons to be strict now. Ochitegera. Sebo istedi watwakulinze nga tolabika. Munange gulo twakanya. Good morning, Tuba Henry. I told you guys I wasn't going to do a broadcast yesterday, and I just decided to start today the men series. So guys, welcome. This week I'm going to be talking about men and cars, and then probably the other week I'll be talking about women, the other gender. Very important for us as well. Why am I talking about men and cars? Because in everything we do in this world, forget about the narrative that is changing. Men are at the forefront of everything. Let's go to leadership. Let's go to everything we do. Men are at the forefront. Good morning, Semuju Patrick. I hope you're doing well. Men are at the forefront of everything. So it's very important that men actually are able to do the things they love, because when men are happy, almost everyone is happy. Have you realized that in your family where you grew up, if your father was happy, things were moving very smoothly? I have an uncle of mine, very nice guy. Whenever he gets happy, everyone that is around the home will take a beer. You get it? He will buy meat for everyone because he's happy. His wife will be happy. You see the wife smiling. You get. So I personally find that it's very important that men, we as men, good morning, Gaetano, we find ways to make ourselves happy. And I realize that one of the things that makes men happy is to actually have a car. Owning a car is one thing that will make you as a man happy. But why would it make you happy? We go back to the basics. Why have men always been buying cars? One, men have bought cars to be able to move smoothly from point A to point B. Men have always bought cars to move their products and goods and tools. Happy Easter to you too. And tools from point A to point B. If you have a farm, then you can buy a pickup to move your products from the farm to the market, from the farm to the shop. Or thank you, Joseph. Guys, you're 11. You should like that thing, like the broadcast. And men for ages have been buying cars to go and attend functions. Men have bought cars to go and marry their women. Men have bought cars to go and close business deals. Men have bought cars to look like they are men. I know a relative of mine that bought a pickup because at his age he's supposed to have a pickup. My peers are having pickups, so I should buy a pickup. Whether it was a good decision or not, that's for him to feel in his heart. So men have bought cars to look a part. Men have bought cars to attract women. And we all know women like cars, right? You know, when we bought the Crown, I was telling this guy, chicks sit in my Toyota Corolla, the old namukadde, and never kubwa. Kati weba tula mu Crown kino. Okitegeera, like you're going to eat all the chicks or amale ku kyalo. And I'm thinking he's already eating them. You get. So we all have to understand that for ages, hi Hanifa, for ages, men have bought cars to fulfill certain needs. And all these needs actually make men happy. That's one thing we need to understand. All these needs, they make men happy. That's something we cannot ignore. I have to find a way of me dodging the sun today so that we get good light, but then we don't get that too much light that distracts us. Yeah. So men have bought, and these things these reasons why men buy cars are things that make men happy. You get. That's something we cannot ignore. When a man buys a car and they're able to move their products from point A to point B, happy. When they are able to go to functions, good morning, Chris Da Vinci, they will be happy. So Subaru Impreza 2014, I will definitely. One time you said chicks sit in a crown, agenda okuva munga the seat. Anti nange mbadde njala okukyogera wali ola ne mukolola yange. Hey, I imagine the crown. So anyway, why I'm saying all this is for us to understand why I started the broadcast this week that is titled Men and Cars. Men are like batugamba, like literally every day how women are important to us, but men are the most important creatures. Men are very important. Even the women that are in power, they basically don't make decisions without consulting their men. I totally understand that even us as men, we may actually always consult our women when we're making decisions. But then, men are important. It's important that us men, and for you chicks that are watching this, it's important for you to always look at your man, if you have a man, and look at your man and understand that once you uplift your man, you'll be uplifted. Ruachi. Nti, I've already told you about my uncle. Whenever he's happy, and as we were growing up, I started seeing this guy when I was in primary 4, and whenever he was happy, you would see the spirit of the house was always high. Which said, of course, whenever he was happy, he would put in a few beers, and then that would make him even happier. You get. And you would see that even the wife is smiling, something that doesn't happen like literally all the time. Of course, women are naturally happy people. Women were made stronger than men. I don't know what happens with them, is that even when women are going through tough times, they are stronger than men. But when a man is going through tough times, you get. So we're talking about men and cars because a car is one of those things that will make a man happy. So it's important for us men to understand that yes, you can actually own a car, but you can own a car while you also do the things you're supposed to do. So today we want to understand our responsibilities as a man. A car is a car, like it or not, whether dude or what. There is a way you feel when you're seated in front of it. It shows even responsibility. No, Nathan, there are people that sit in cars. There are people that sit in cars and you see that they are not really responsible. Yeah, there are people that sit in cars and they are not responsible. For the guys that are new to this channel, I'm called Arthur, and well, I am your host on this channel. And this week we are talking about men and cars. So what we do is we talk about everything that helps us own, buy, maintain, not lose money while we are buying cars. So this channel is basically about cars, even when you talk about things that with a simple look on them don't look like they are about cars. They're also about cars. Watch together. So today we start our series of men and cars that will end on Sunday. So we are talking about understanding our responsibilities as a man. When you are born as a man, uh, you have a responsibility, whether you like it or not. The moment you are born a boy, you have responsibilities. And I realized that in our generation, people that are probably their 20s to their 40s mostly, most of us have been raised by women. Sometimes not because the women want to actually raise us on their own. Like me, I was raised by my grandmother, and she also raised her kids as a single mother. But me, it was different because my parents liked when I was two. So, and she was the only one they are willing to actually take on the responsibility. So I was raised by a single mother who was my grandmother. And that's normally a weakness. It makes us a little weak as men. And I will tell you, whether you feel like you're a macho or what, if you had been raised by two people, a man and a woman, and you had a father figure, you'd be stronger, whether you like it or not. You would be more successful than what you are right now. You get. So today, before we go into what cars make us feel, what cars give us, it's important that as men we understand what our responsibilities are. From the time you were born, you remember the things you did. While your siblings, the girls, were washing utensils, you went to the well and brought water. You get. So while your siblings were washing clothes, you had to learn how to ride a bicycle because you are going to be sent to the shop or to the market. So you realize, like me, by the time I was like maybe 7 years, I was lifting big jerry cans. Probably that's why I'm not even tall. I was lifting 20-liter jerry cans, getting them from the well, and I would fetch like 10 times because we had like 20 jerry cans at home. And I always liked to have like all the jerry cans full of water. So I'd go to the well and fetch a lot of water. So as we grow up as men, we know our responsibility. And it's some of these things they don't even tell us. Like I was raised by my grandmother, and when there was no food, I would feel the inclination of Jaja ngate wali mire tugenda kola tutya. Jaja will tell you, gendo kwate nkumbi ogendo sime obukupa. You guys know bukupa. Bukupa are those yams that I had, the small ones, if you don't know. And you would go bring bukupa. And then she will tell you, gende wa mama Kenny omugamba tuwole yebinyewa. And then go to mama Kenny. And you get, because it was in us as men. Even as you grow up, the number one responsibility is the responsibility of provision. You are there and you're a young man and you don't have that response of provision, and I totally know that there are men that were not raised to provide. You guys are 19 people. It's even ashamed that people have to keep reminding me to tell you guys to please like the broadcast, click the like button, let's get the 19 likes, all the 19 likes or even more. So the number one responsibility for us men, Arthur owedda mwogera ku crown we mwani ya tabu wajirabye. Hey, leave the crown alone. The crown is on stick, kiti kyayo, it's on log. Ekubane Mercedes Benz. So, responsibility of provision, but providing for who and providing what? Omanyi, some people take it far. When we talk about the responsibility to provide, as our responsibility to provide, sometimes we take it too far. Okay, and it's important for us to understand that you as a man, your responsibility is to provide, but you don't want to provide for people that are not your responsibility. You see, when I was growing up in my grandmother's home, I was her responsibility, but while she sat there, she was my responsibility. I grew up, sometimes my young cousin would come, the cousin that follows me, the cousin that follows me would come over. So she too was my responsibility then. And of course I was young. The responsibility was kind of sketchy. It would not come out properly. But I knew deep down in me that there was something I needed to do as a boy. So you need to understand which people are your responsibility. And in Africa, we have something that is called black tax. I'm sure some of you don't know what black tax is. But and some of you think black tax is normal, and you're planning to actually take us. Yes. You're planning to take the black tax forward. And black tax is one of the reasons why men, by the time they are 50, they don't have cars, or they have given up the idea of cars. The black tax. Black tax means the responsibility you have towards your extended family. Okay? Now, extended family includes your mother, your father, your grandparents. It includes your uncles, their children. That's extended family. And whenever you have to take care of those people, that's black tax. You're paying tax because you're black. Now, black tax comes about because as black people, we have totally failed to plan for our lives. We totally failed to plan for our lives. And because we fail to plan for our lives, we give our responsibilities to other people that seem like they have tried to plan for their lives, or they have been a little luckier than us. And we put the burden on them. So you're probably already paying black tax. You're making people pay black tax. I don't know if I make sense. Black tax. Now, sometimes black tax is part of your responsibility, but I also want us to understand that you can limit black tax. You see, even with URA, you can dodge tax. You cannot skip tax, but you can dodge tax, or you can creatively dodge tax. People creatively dodge tax every year, but they still pay tax. So you can pay black tax, but also limit your black tax. Now, we are talking about how a man can buy and maintain a car until the day. Because we have already talked about reasons why men buy cars, and one of the reasons could be, or is, to maintain a status, to easily move from point A to point B. I've told you like time and again, in my estate where I live, people that don't own cars find it a living hell to get out of this place and coming back. They find it a living hell because we have only one taxi guy. He lives at 6, but he's always packed. The taxi is supposed to take 14. Sometimes it goes to 25. I don't know how they park. You find that the front seat is supposed to take 2 passengers. We find there are 4. So the car is one of the things that will make life easy for you. But if you have a lot of black tax, if you have a lot of responsibility that you ideally should not be having, then there are chances that you'll not be able to pay to buy your own car, maintain it, and keep it on the road until the day you die. Now, why am I saying the day you die? Because the day you die, everything ceases to be important to you. Even the nice shoe you had ceases to be important to you. Even my Samsung Galaxy S20, when I die, it will not be important to me. Now, they will be passed on to the people that are living, my next of kin, my kids and all. But while I am alive, I have all these things that I amass, that I want to keep, but I also have responsibility to provide. Let's start with yourself. Your responsibility, your number one responsibility is to provide for yourself. Men forget. You find a man putting on a shoe that has a sole that has been eaten on one side by the ground. You find a man putting on a shirt that has holes. You find a man, they can't even afford a belt. You find a man with socks that have holes. Your first responsibility to provide is to yourself. Look good, eat well, smell good. That's your number one responsibility. Why? Because as a man, if you don't take care of yourself, people will not want to associate with you. If you don't brush your teeth, for example, people will not want to associate with you. Wake up in the morning, brush your teeth. Before you go to bed, brush your teeth. Before you go to work, take a bath. Before you go to bed, take a bath. Make sure you have nice clothes. Go to the salon, trim your hair, trim your beard. I'm not saying cut your beard, because a man one of the things that make you look like a man is hey, sajja talina birevu naye okujja kunga mukama yabikuuma bumi ayinza okuba ayina ensonga nga yakulaba nga bw'onooba nabyo ojja tulinnya ku mitwe. You get, but your number one responsibility to provide is to yourself. It will exercise because you need to live long. You know, on all villages, ku byalo byonna byonna, kubawo nyaawo, give yourself things, bro. Amina. Good morning, October. You get what I'm saying? Ku byalo byonna byonna byonna, good morning, Central Forex. Do you realize that at all villages, there are more widows than widowers? Now, a widow is a woman that lost their husband. A widower is a man that lost the wife. I mean, after intro. Do you know why men die faster than women? It's because men don't take care of themselves. They don't provide for themselves. They hustle every day only to end up being the second-class citizen in their own homes. Yesterday, we were talking with my wife, and I was telling her, so many men die faster than women. She agreed. But weekends, me, I spend majority of my time on weekend with myself. Is it the right English? On my own. I wake up in the morning on Saturday and I run 15 kilometers. That's like almost 2 hours of running, and I'm on my own listening to my music running. And when I come back, I say hello to my people, my boys and all that. And I do what I need to do around the house. I relax. And then at exactly 1, I start getting ready to go to the gym. I go to the gym and I spend a couple of hours there until I have to do the broadcast. Then I do the broadcast as I come home. And when I get home, if I have to do anything here, I do, which is on Sunday, then I have to wash the car. If on Saturday, it's normally nothing, I take a shower. And then I go and sit on my PC and I start working. You realize that majority of the time I'm on my own because I need my peace of mind. I need to relax myself because I have hustle. Which take it, no problem. No problem. You get what I'm saying? I try to keep my peace of mind, and trust me, that has given me peace. That's one of the things I provide myself, first of all, with time to relax, time to exercise, because majority of men that have died early, pressure, diabetes, these diseases are mostly caused by bad feeding. They're caused by stress. And most of the times, it's because of the pressures of work, the pressures at home. Thank you, Joseph. Banange break. Like the broadcast. Like the broadcast. Like the broadcast. Let's have 25 likes. You get. So your number one responsibility is to yourself. Provide for yourself. Which the second people you're supposed to provide for are you. The nuclear family that you have created. Because abasinga ono, you have families. You probably have a girlfriend or a wife or a fiancé. And then for some of you, you also have a child. Okay? You also have a child. And that's your first nuclear family. That's your first responsibility. When you grow up as a man, let's forget about the black tax for a minute. Your first responsibility is your nuclear family. You don't skip your wife and kids and go start providing for your uncle's kids. You don't skip your wife and kids to go and start looking after your parents. Now, this is my belief, and I know there are so many people that already know this is right, but they don't follow it. I know again, and you feed another person's family. Your father's family is his responsibility, and you're part of his family. Your family is totally your responsibility. There are so many young people that skip looking after their own kids and they start looking after their extended family. Say, I'm like Ugandan family. My stomach first. It's true. After you have taken care of yourself, now start taking care of your nuclear family. If you have a kid, and you have a girlfriend, even the girlfriend, you should have limitations. If your girlfriend is not living with you, you're not responsible for her hair. You're not responsible for her clothes. Your responsibility ends where you choose to end it. If her parents want her home, they should take care of her. That's their responsibility. They have decided to keep her part of their family, and they have decided that she leaves their home. Ngomazo muwasa. You know, I've seen so many guys. Ngomwara amuga nze njagala tutandika okubeera naawe ngomaze okujja waffe nga oyanjudde. Yes, she's not your responsibility. Bw'oba oyagala omuwaayo omutwalo gumuwe out of your goodwill. You're not obligated to give your girlfriend a 10K every week or a 50K every week. You're not even obligated to give her 50K when she comes over and you guys do bad manners. I'm calling them bad manners because that's the normal way for us to call it. You're not obligated. Because she's a girlfriend, she lives with her parents. Why is she asking you for something her dad cannot do for her? Why you buy me a dress? Her parents are supposed to buy her the dress as long as she's still with her parents. Now, when she comes to your home, that's a different case. Because you have decided, come and live under my roof. You're supposed to pay rent, you're supposed to buy clothes, you're supposed to buy food, you're supposed to buy your car, you're supposed to pay for water, you're supposed to pay medical bills. That's why it's important that we as men, my wife, she came to my house in Amazon, it was not complete totally, but I had done it because she has given you her legs. But anyway, and Salmin, good morning. You need to understand that she enjoys. Besides, when a girl comes to visit you, you do most of the work. She's just there lying most of the time. But majority of them, they just be there. And you use all your energy. And then she's asking for money. Bro, if she's not my wife, she's not my responsibility. Husband material, yet not married. Exactly. It's important for us to understand our responsibility, because if you take on responsibility that is not yours, you're going to end up where you cannot do the things you love. Because these are two very important things for a man. A house is a liability. Who told you? With my house I can buy 3 cars. Munyumba yangate sente zo sizikwatangako mu cash nti nkute sente ezawamu. But with the money I've put here, I can buy 3 cars. My house, okay, the value of my house can buy 3 cars. Now someone is going to tell you, bichi. But I can tell you the amount of money I've put in my house can buy 3 cars from the bond. That's the same thing Emma told you last time. His house can buy him 3 cars from the bond if he decided. But he decided to put it in a house. 2 very important things for you people as men: a car and a house. But let's go back to your responsibility as a man. It's important, Martha, for even women to understand. If you're still girlfriend, your girlfriend, friend, there's nothing that tells me I'm supposed to buy my friend lunch. Hayo dong. There's nothing that tells me I'm supposed to buy my friend clothes. My friend is my friend. So if your girlfriend wants you to start providing for her, besides, you buy your girlfriend hair, the same hair as the times and as wali wagayo mulala. Ochitegera. Gayo mana ina akubamu. Ochitegera. Na akomaona inowulira ngo oyingirayo nga tufu bakubyemu. Nenga tolina kyachiko because they are a girlfriend. You're not obligated to ask her where she went. So you need to understand where your responsibility with your girlfriend ends. Your responsibility probably with your girlfriend would be to advise her. But you're not obligated to give her anything until she's your woman. Bomuwayo muweyo nga omwabyota afirwe because ojamu ane sente bamubemu olirengo foka ina muwe 10 lyange nga mu kumiri yange lwaki nazimuwa okitegeera naye bw'oba wamuwaza otafiirwa niwe baba bamaze oba ojaga nze ntya HIV nange ntya HIV baba HIV yatwala bazadde bange. You told us mbu wetunaa kusondera sente z'okwanjula 20 million ojja kudduka nazo. It's a fact that I don't also want the kind of girls who ask for help from boyfriends, even treatment, imagine. Yeah. Nze sigenda kusonda sente za kwanjula. If I cannot afford kwanjula, I will not do it. If I cannot afford a wedding, I will not do it. Okitegeera. So your responsibility as a man, it's important for us to understand our responsibilities. And for you girls that are watching, it's important that you understand what the responsibility of your boyfriend or your man friend or your husband or your fiance is. Because one thing you need to know, omusajja nga ayina emmotoka, there is a way they will feel about themselves. Omusajja vakukyokubera n'emmotoka. If a man can maintain a car, keep it on the road, there is a way they will feel about themselves. And that's very important as well. Which is why I normally tell you, a car is important, but not everyone should buy a car. Because what abantu abamali bali mbwavu nga bebo ikuumiramu. Okitegeera nga babo ekuumiramu bo nga bo. Gayi ng'emmotoka yamulema oggula naye nga yeeremesa. Every weekend ka girlfriend kaagala emitwalo 3. Every month akawa emitwalo nka ejudge. You guys, ejudge. Nga bw'ona omuwaso ojja batozi kyazimuwa. Oche ozimuwa n'aziira ne gwayagala nga gwendo takwa. And by the way, most of the guys that give chicks money baba tebaagalwa. The chick abatamwagala. Ayinayo gwayagala atamuwa. Because majority of the time, when the chick loves you, she is even scared of asking for money from you. Okitegeera. But anyway, away from responsibility for God, your next responsibility we have said is a nuclear family. Now, we all have extended family that will require us to help them from time to time. Okay? But I don't want us to overdo it. We all have an extended family. We all have some people that we would like to take care of. Because probably they did not plan. Because not planning, sometimes twagala okuchitwala nti the kachik is hot. Kasi ya bulolo. Hotness impaji. We have extended family that we'll take care of because some of them were taking care of us. My grandmother was taking care of me. But we also have to understand that some of these extended family just failed to plan. They took it too far. For example, my grandmother was looking after me. But when I started paying my own school fees, nagenda nanono mwana wa muganda wa muwerere. Kwegamba. Omuntu nabeerawo nga tayagala kubeerako na mirembe. Ye buli kiseera awulira nti they have a responsibility to take care of other people. And I think that's where my grandmother went wrong. And I love her so much. But I will tell her the same. That's where she went wrong. And majority of these people that she helped were never grateful. Okitegeera nti nze bwe natandika okwerabirira ate n'anoonyayo gw'alabirira omulala. Katatandika naye omwonoonirako sente. Sente ze yali badde akolamu ebirala. Okitegeera. So some people, you will find that they failed to plan properly because they did not get their priorities straight. That's where men, you need to get your priorities straight. Even with your extended family, and you know, they blackmail you by saying, teba kuzika, and by the way, you guys have told you there is an insurance cover called funeral insurance. If people are constantly threatening you with not burying you, go and buy insurance for funeral. That funeral insurance will buy coffin, will feed your people that have come to kuzika you. It will even give your family, your near family, your kids and wife. Give them money. Or if you're a woman, it will give your husband and kids money. And the insurance company will take care of everything. Is it like when they bury you, they love you so much in Bobakuzika, you go to heaven with a lot of love? A dead body is a dead body. And by the time you become a dead body, you're probably in hell being burnt. I want us to understand that some of you will go to hell. You know what? Let's just bring him here. If I go to heaven, it will be God will be doing me a favor. Probably God, because he likes me too much. He said, Omanye, he's not a, but you, Jesus, leave him. Angel Gabriel, please, leave him. God will actually bargain for me. But otherwise, I think hell is waiting for me. And majority of you guys, hell is waiting for you. With things as simple as you lying on phone, and you spend an hour without going. There is a guy, we were at a show. He was supposed to be doing sound Good Morning Council. I was asking him, where are you? He was in hospital getting this thing, a chupa. He spent another 30 minutes without being there. And I called him, the guy told him, was 1 hour to natuka. Central Forex, I'm a believer. And because I'm a believer, I know the truth. Heaven, hey. Central Forex, if you were a believer, you would know that you're not going to heaven. Me, I know that if I go to heaven, God will be doing me a favor. With all the things you guys have done, you still believe you're going to heaven. By the way, heaven is very important. You're not to be calling a song a singer. Yes, Matthias, it's very important. But if any of you here has not fornicated before, then you're going to heaven. And forget these things of Simanya. I will ask for forgiveness. You ask for forgiveness for God when you've already taken a girl's mbuzi. Put it back. Akana kabano mazokona kama zokutegera ebintu baby warmer. Atembo, you're going to forgive me, I fornicated. You think God just forgives like that? Akana kabano mazokalya okajeka embuzi kati baka kuba gwekatorowe fula mbunno. Hell is waiting for you. Hell is waiting for you. There are guys here that refuse to pay my mechanic. Basi ndikawe na abakanikira. Nimugano kumusasura. You're going to heaven. A1. Either you'll be there, me, I will be in heaven next to Jesus looking at you. Ngompitako. Aga, my brother. Gabriel nga akulengeza. And then you'll be telling him, but I know that guy. He used to say he's going to hell. And Jesus will tell you, this guy knows bigger people in heaven. Hell is reliable. Hell is waiting for you guys. So if you guys want to go to heaven, start behaving well starting today. And James, I'm not telling you to be small. Small is trying to legitimize something that is already legitimate. I have to change. I'm home, guys, today. It doesn't make sense. I had plenty of meetings, but almost everyone was not going to attend the meeting, according to the news I got. Some of you guys don't build in places where you cannot even turn like this. Have a parking where you can park like 7 cars. That should be the minimum. Labamasa. Oh, you have even legitimized it. Mama. Hell is waiting for Martha. You're even legitimizing this. You should be preaching people. Wait, no sex before marriage. And you're, hey, just that alone. And you people, some of you went on even beyond sex. You even had children. Before weddings, before marriage. You even had children. Not just one. There is no bigger people in heaven except Jesus. Exactly. I know Jesus. Hey, I know Jesus is God's son. Born of a virgin mother. Yes. And he went to heaven yesterday. You people. He ascended to heaven yesterday. You guys, you don't read the Bible, you people. Anyway, let's go back to our responsibility. Men and cars. Before you decide to buy your first car or your second car or another car that you're planning to buy now, you're planning to upgrade, you will explain. Ojamga makana kari hot, Central Forex. Ojamga akana kari hot. You tell him, Jesus, sorry, I fornicated, but you know what? You just look at the chick. And kukaja kubaka chali kunsoro kasose yo basecho. Ngakakwe okasanze, Jesus, just look at that chick. Look at her. even you would not resist. That's what you'll explain to Jesus. But you guys, hell is waiting for you. And all these things you people, you're telling yourselves, you'll get saved before you die. What? They don't work. Even Jesus will have timing. A guy who never did desperate. Guy who never did desperate. Gumoche. You just have to prepare yourself. Anyway, back to the responsibility. Men, cars are very important to us. It's important. Just give me a second. It's important that you understand that before you decide to buy that car or upgrade, it's important for you to know that it's important for you to understand that before you buy or upgrade, before you buy that Harrier Kawundo that is 2.4cc, before you do that, it's important for you to understand that will I be able to fuel this car and also take care of my responsibilities. I got my Impreza 2008 2 weeks back. The feeling after is just different. A man and the car also feels a man and his bay. No, actually a man and the car is totally different. A bay, your chick can betray you. A car will not betray you if you take care of it. If you don't take care of a babe, even if you take care of a babe, you can take care of a babe, and then she'll give you the most trivial reason for going away, for going with another guy. She can tell you, like, you did not call me. You did not call me. You come back, but women, brothers, that's why it's important for a man to buy a car. Either if you're there and you have never driven a car, you're keeping 20 million on the account. Whenever your chick asks you for 500k, you just send. Buy a car. You'll send her 500,000 every month, and one of those months, you'll find her with another dude, if not with another chick. And women can go with women, men can go with men. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Normally the women say, nti abasajja nebwokola style chi agenda. Let me see. Grand Vista VVT ayinza kugenda na which car singa it's you buying. If it were me buying, depends on what you're going to do. If you're going to use the car for business, I'll go with the Vista. If it's just driving myself, I'll go with the Mark II Grand. But you lacked emotional support and physical support. Can you imagine how many excuses you can get? I'm telling you, Emma, but a car will never give you those excuses. A car will never give you those excuses. So that's why I'm saying any man that compares a woman to a car, you have not experienced these two things together. If you experience the aspect of having a car, there is a time I went abroad. Normally, but these days when I go, I drive my car to the airport, park it there for whichever number of days I'm going to spend abroad, and then when I come back, I pay parking fees and I drive my car away. But I find it there. Enfufu ya yeji beirako. Ompira weguba gutudde ngofuna wa boda ngagenda akupikamu, and you drive your car away in peace. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Gwereka wo mukazi omwezi nga toyogedde naye. Abarabu baboogera naye ate abakkiriza okwogera nabo olumu n'alinya ne boda n'agendayo. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, eyo tuveeyo. Responsibility, bro. A woman can betray you at any moment. I'm telling you. And it doesn't matter how much you give them. Sichecho, can't you betray? Nyabo, can't you betray at any moment? No mukazi yavo kukiza mshikani. I think she's about 20. So, and especially the young girls. Guys, you're 32 people. Let's get 32 likes there. If you have not liked the broadcast, go and like it. It's good for the algorithm. You get? So men, it's important for you to understand what your responsibility is. But the moment you as a man, you have kids, that's your responsibility. After you, your kids are next. totandika kusikomboza abaana babalala mbu balabirire nga nabo bo tonna balabirira. We have been to homes, all of us. Cars can't disappoint unless you buy a wrong brand like Golfs. But even a Golf, if you can afford it, it will not disappoint. You get. The problem is bamakanika babbi naye era bw'ofuna omubbi ng'agimanyi agirabirira era n'etereera. It will spend a lot of your money, but it will not go away until you decide kabagigule. A woman will go away even when you still want her. It's important for us as men to understand our responsibilities before we go and buy cars. I've seen men that drive cars. I've seen men that drive cars and their kids cannot even afford to buy a toothbrush to brush their teeth. I've seen men that drive cars and their kids are not going to school. We all know these stories. Just go to graduation parties. And then you'll see a man coming to sit at a graduation party. That's disgusting. As a man, tozalanga mwana ngo uli atonda bakubera ready. As a man, don't bring a kid into this world. Why would you buy a Duet, Maureen? I'm even wondering why you're comparing a Duet to a Subaru. Duet is not a car. Duet is the second name of disappointment. It's like a synonym of disappointment. The Duet does not matter how much love you show it. It will fail you. A Duet is only second to a woman. Woman will betray you, Duet will betray you. On TikTok, there is a guy that said he drove his Duet to the petrol station to do service. They did service. He came to start the car, it failed to start. And they were there for 4 days. It failed to start for 4 days until over what happened. You get? Is it true Toyota new model will disappoint you even under perfect maintenance? There are some models of the new model, and you guys still want it. I tell you, there are some. Because temanyi naku, that new model, temanyi naku, he doesn't know that this guy is still achete tenkanya. Some of them will, there are some models that have bad engines. So, responsibilities. As a man, the moment you have a child, if you're going to doubt your child's legitimacy, take them for DNA. DNA. It's better you spend 500,000 than to spend the love your child would have for you. Take that child to DNA and confirm that they are your child, and afterwards take care of them. Because you find men giving the smallest reasons, stupidest reasons. Mbu, I did not take care of him because but you slept with the woman live. You did not put on a condom. How do you expect? How can you have proof that that kid is not yours if you did not actually come in a condom and saw that, okay, my babies are here? So the moment you have a child, it's your responsibility to take care of that child. Nobody, no other person's responsibility. So after giving yourself whatever you have to give yourself, bw'okola million 10, emu jewe, kyekimu ekyekumi kyo. Emu yiyo genda oguleko engatto, because engatto z'abasajja za bbeeyi, genda oguleko empale, genda oguleko essaati. If you have a bad phone, I'm even wondering, how do you as a man have a cracked screen and your woman has a very perfect phone? Like, who provides for this woman? How do you as a man have a Capesa phone when your woman has an S20? How do you as a man have an old shirt and your woman has perfect clothes? You get, first give yourself, then give your kids, then give their mother. Your kids are your blood. But it's like a photocopy. We work together and you would think we are brothers. Arthur, I'm not seeing super chat option. There is some 10K here. My contribution for podcast part. Thank you, Emma. I can't talk. I've not yet activated it, but there is an option where you can actually pay for membership here on YouTube. You can use a Visa card. But other than that, the 10K, if it's easier for you to send on mobile money, you can put it on my Airtel money. Thank you very much. I don't know if you guys get my point. Before you buy your car, before you upgrade, make sure you can take care of these responsibilities. Make sure you have good clothes. It doesn't make sense for you to have a car. You have to have a car naye nga ofuluma nga byonna byoyambadde tebitegeerekeka. You have it's a mentality that we need to have. It doesn't make sense for you to have a car naye nga bw'ofuluma molinga atalya. Look good. And for us men, whether you like it or not, for you to look good, you need to work out. And let me tell you this. Women will not tell you. Women like men that look good. Women like men that have broad chests. Women like men that have broad shoulders. Women like men that look good. And for you, looking good as a person, nombiri gwo gulina okulabika obulungi. Lwaki obeera awo naye nga bw'ojjamu engoye omukazi kijjeemu engoye ng'omukazi agasigala mu t-shirt. You get? Nga naffe abasajja, the way we like women that look good, even women like men that look good. So one of the ways you're going to look good is actually by working out. Go for a run, go to the gym, lift some weights. All these men that women have crushes on in the movies, in music videos, these guys, they work out. Kati you as a man, you're saying kastamba ne sente chuvula baba kula. You think having money is everything. You give your woman money and she goes and sleeps with a guy that looks good because you think money is more important. Go to the gym, get 1 day out of a week. Go to the gym. Because we are men. One of the things you do to take care of yourself is actually working out. Work out. It's important for you as a man. Run, go for runs. Cut that belly. Apparently men believe that having a belly will get you business deals. No. Looking good, smelling good, dressing nicely will get you business deals. Knowing what you do. Me, I've apparently realized bino ebintu byabagamba mbuno dress the part simanya kupepeka luyambale suit ebintu byonna byonna bw'oba tomanyi byokola. Business will come to you once and go away. Understand what you do. Be good at what you do. Be the best at what you do. You see, if it's like me in the performing arts, I'm the best at what I do. I am the best. I don't inze ebintu byenkola byogera. But you know, the lizard that fell from the high Iroko tree to the ground said, I will praise myself if nobody else will praise me. That's in Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. Wamma, omukazi amusajja alabika obulungi sigwe mwagala. And this is a young girl, by the way. Omwana muto yali wana akola ewange. Mwana muto. But you guys, mumugenda ne mulowooza nti when you make money, women will come flowing to you. Yes, they will come flowing for your money. Look good. Have a magnet. Have something that a woman looks forward to. After my Toyota wish is doing well 2 months down the road. Amina Pascali, thank you. Thank you. And Opio, thank you for supporting me. Thank you. I'll come for a review. I've not actually done a review. What? Edrin, Baba Limba, Momsaja Rayuka Bulunji Monsawu. Ngomkaza Yagara Ansawu. To the broke women, you look good in the pocket. To the women that have made some money or have a source of money, which will include you if you don't actually look good in other areas, which they will eat your money and go. They ate Brian White's money, and then they ate the money with a smart wire. The only problem it happens is that normally the men that actually go and try to look good, then they don't want to work. That's the trouble. If you can have both. Me, I want a man with a belly. Ate Emma ina. I'm different. Bikwamu. Oh, I can't read that word. Emma nabadde atandise okusala wait. Emma ndoza zaako olubuto lwaffe. Which one is the best? Sparse your new model or Wish for special hire in the village? In the village, special hire, Wish will do you better. Buy a Wish that is either 2.0 or 1.8. But 2.0 if you're going to be doing special hire. The Wish will do better because it takes more people and it has a powerful engine and you can even put a katanda up there. The Sparse will be weak. Wachitegeera. Emma zaako olubuto baba. Zari simulabangako n'abasajja ba mbuto ever with, because she has money. She has money. She has nothing to prove. Okitegeera. I've found that majority of the time, chicks like Martha that want men that look like they are rich, it's because, well, njagala omusajja nga atwalika ku buko. Because omusajja ow'olubuto ku buko alabika nga alinamu katooke. Okitegeera. But anyway, eyo yonna tuvuddeyo. Your responsibility, number 1, is to yourself. Number 2 is your kids. Number 3 is your wife. Number 4 is the immediate extended family, your parents, your siblings. Because let's understand this fact. Whether you like it or not, your guys, if you have not liked the broadcast, click the like button. Whether you like it or not, if you grew up in a family where you were not well off and your parents had a lot of kids, you need to help them. Because so that also your siblings, they get somewhere in life. So pick 1 or 2 of your siblings and help them go through school, so that they also make a life. I will tell you one thing, that if your family has a lot of poor people, they will affect you. If your family has a lot of poor people, sooner or later you'll also become poor. They will pull you down. No need to go to gym. Just drive a clean car, my friend. Ate, the old distinct when he used to drive Alphard. My friend ate the old distinct when he used to drive an Alphard. And kakati, Edrin, eating and committing are 2 different things. My woman and I work from home. When my stress kicks in, I sit in my Subaru. Nenkocha kukafuta bro emotoka eoma. Thank you, Armstrong. Yes, emotoka mujireke. You can be having stress, and then your woman, in a bid to kill your stress, also increases the stress. But the car, my brother, cut into demo motoka yange. Anya ina changamba. Anya ina changamba. And by the way, make sure when you buy a car, you transfer it to your names. Ekyotochera biranga. Okitegeera. Edrin, having a nice car will make you eat. Looking good, as in looking good as a man, will get you people that will get you a chick that would love to look at you every day. You guys, which one of you wants to marry an unattractive woman or an ugly woman? Is there a person that wants to marry a woman that is ugly and unattractive? None, right? So why would you think that simply because you have a car, your woman or your wife will stay with you? Because a car is something that she will sit in, feel good at the moment, and she'll feel good at the moment when she's sitting in the car. You'll probably eat, and then later, after you've eaten, some other guy will come along with another car, a nicer car than yours. Because I can tell you, Adrian, the Alphard is good at the moment, but next year they'll. Have you seen the Velfire? I said the Velfire does not know the Alphard. So the chick will sit in the Alphard, because I take a wundo jidikeri class above. Then the next time another guy will sit her in a crown. You get what I'm saying? So ngana fe butwagara our women to be attractive. Lekera okutuuka okanga bojjamu essaati omukazi akuleetera essaati. Jamu essaati nga bojjamu essaati omukazi agaya lookable. I don't know if I make sense, guys. According to what you're saying, Frank Ashumba ticks all those boxes. Kasajja kanyirira ako. Exactly. Alabika bulungi ate ne mmotoka agirina. Okitegeera kati mpisa ze zirayika ze zimulemesa abakyala. Because we as men, we also have to have good manners. Tosobola kubeera nga omukazi bw'omugulira akantu ng'olwo omulangira. Olwo bw'omuvuma. They will go. Okitegeera oba si ekyo talina waaka. Omanyina ekyo nakyo kintu kikulu. And by the way, Adrian, the gym increases your work. Sorry, network. And then I started eating my mangada. So today, In our first episode of Men and Cars, we are understanding our responsibilities. And we have said, in a family that is not well off, and God has started giving you some money, you also have a responsibility to make sure that your home is not as poor as it was when you were growing up. Don't overstretch. Take care first of all of yourself, your nuclear family, then your immediate and extended family, but make sure they also improve in life. Toba wanga bo we sente. Teach them how to fish. Don't give them fish. I don't know if I make sense. Teach them how to fish. Don't give them fish. Me, my siblings, sibawa sente za bwerere. Because whenever you give someone free money, you're making them weak. Teach them how to work. Tell them what to do. That's what I do with all my siblings. And that's what you need to do. Someone wants money, they should earn it. You don't give them free money because Ogenda Boba Nafuya. So when you're not there to give them, who will be giving them? I don't know if I make sense. Who will be giving them if you're not there? So you need to understand you have a responsibility to your family to make sure that all your people in your family are not badly off. Because if your family is full of poor people and you're the only person that is doing well, they will pull you down. You get? They will pull you down. For men, cars 5, women 1. Matthias has said, Armstrong has said, make it 10-1. So now that we have understood that cars are important to us more than even women, because a woman will leave you at any time for the most trivial of reasons, then it's important that a man actually network. Again, I think the network is telling me to go. I've already covered an hour. But I hope you guys, you get what I'm talking about when I talk about men and cars and their responsibility. Don't buy a car, don't upgrade to another car until you can cover all those responsibilities we have talked about. Your kids, racho mwana wo, bamara kujjukiza okugula engatto. Of course, I totally understand that sometimes as a man, you may need to be reminded. Why? Because but when they remind you, have the money to buy the shoes before you upgrade to a bigger car, before you upgrade to a more expensive car. Pay the rent, buy the food in bulk. I got the habit of buying food in bulk when I was still in Kasangati. You would go to the market, buy food for the week, buy soap for the week. We buy sugar I normally buy for a month. You buy rice for a month. You buy so many things in bulk at home so that your people don't lack what to eat. That week, they have something to eat. Thank you, Gaetano. Banangi, you're 33 people, means we need 10 more likes here to match the number of people watching the live broadcast. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Your responsibilities come first before you buy a car. Because if you don't take responsibility for the things you have brought into your life, because nobody has forced you to marry, nobody has forced you to have kids, you have kids, ngo yagala. So why do you want to first be taken to police to pay school fees? Why do you want to first be taken to police to buy clothes for your kids, to buy food? Arthur, I have failed to make the best choice. Advise me between new model, Wish, Space your new model, even 7-seater. Which one is suitable for special hire in the village? The Wish will do for you. Why I'm saying the Wish is because the Wish strikes a balance. It takes 7 passengers, but it is also a car that will understand when you don't have money to service it. The Nua will not understand that. The Spacio is no. The Spacio will not work for you. Spacio is weak. The way I know you people in the village, you could take out the cars. The Wish will do better. So what you do with the Wish, give it stronger shocks, what they call heavy duty, give it bigger springs, then give it spacers, then give it bigger tires. You're good to go. Then you'll do your business properly. But then also keep servicing it on time. So the wish wins every time. Leave the new model alone for now. New model doesn't know Naku. The wish does. The wish is like the new Ipsam. You get. Yeah. So I hope you guys get what we are saying. We all want cars. We all love cars. The reason I'm driving a Corolla is because I have responsibilities that I have not yet finished. That's one reason I'm driving a Corolla, why I'm not driving a Crown. So when I feel like, okay, now I can't comfortably take on my responsibilities and also have a Crown and also have my Corolla, because my Corolla is not going anywhere. Again, my kids will drive it to campus. Then we can pimp it for them the way they want. They'll have a car for campus. Now I totally understand when he's saying 20 years from now, no. They'll drive this old car. If they want to buy a new car, they will work and buy a new car. And they will share this car because they are brothers. There is nothing as important as brotherhood. Today Urban drives, the next day Alban drives. That's how it should work. Alban has somewhere to go. If it's more important than Urban, then Alban will drive the car to wherever he's going, bring it back, then Urban can also go where he's going. Brotherhood. Also remember, you have a responsibility to your family. If you have a brother, if you have a sister, you have a responsibility to them, to love them, to be loyal to them. Don't be like women. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Don't be like women. Be loyal. Of course, there are some women that are loyal. No, after these girls in their 20s, they are loyal only to themselves and their feelings. I don't know if you guys have gotten the gist of today's broadcast. Before we go into those things of I want to buy this car, you need to understand what your responsibility is. What your responsibilities are. Would you recommend an Impreza? The Impreza is okay. Just buy it when it's in good condition and then maintain it properly. It's a good car. The Impreza is a good car. Don't get married to a man that doesn't understand his responsibilities, because agenda kumenyowerere n'abaana bo tandika okunoonya basari. I know plenty of women that are looking for bursaries every day. Do you know why? They chose the wrong man. And yes, there's such a thing as a wrong man. A man that doesn't understand that my kids are my responsibility. Your kids as a man are not the responsibility of your woman. They are your blood. My kids took my last name. So what makes them my wife's responsibility? Nothing. I need to pay for their hospital. I need to buy them clothes. I need to take them to school. I need to make sure they grow into responsible men and all that. But first, I have to be alive to do that. That's why, say stressing. No. I don't stress myself because I want to be there when my kids graduate at campus. I want to be there when my kids get their first jobs or when they start their first businesses. You can never do that saying we're stressing. No famangu. You cannot be there if you keep having sex with different women. You have sex with different women and you get HIV or hepatitis B. You die before your kids can graduate and they suffer. So if you're going to have sex with multiple women, please put on a condom. Put on a condom, you men. Put on a condom. No, it's not that important. But take care of your responsibilities first. Make sure you can take care of your responsibilities even when you have a car. You buy a kawundo when you have not paid your rent for the next 6 months. And they normally tell us that 3 months of your salary should be able to pay for your annual rent. It means that if you're renting a house of 1 million, you should make 1 million every month. So that 3 months of your salary, it means you should be making 13. Is it 13? You should be making 12 million. 12 million. No. If you're paying 1 million in rent, you should be making 30 something millions. So that like the first 3 months of your salary pay for your rent. But you find someone making 400,000 every month, they rent a house of 200k. That's a house outside. But with hepatitis B in buffet, a tax, you can get it even with. Exactly, you can. That's why you need to go get immunized. But hepatitis B has has a vaccine. Me, I got all 3 doses. Go get immunized for hepatitis B. And the vaccine is very cheap. I have my vaccination card here. But now I'm very irresponsible. I have my vaccination card here from Novik. I got all 3 vaccines. I need to go get this updated. I get a better card. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, guys. Why would you buy a Kaundo when you're still renting? That money is enough to make you a landlord. Gaitana abantu abamunange besiriwaza. Boba manyibe bagezi. I was talking to my mechanic the other time. We were looking for a car for someone. I was telling him, my mechanic builds this exactly in the same way I build. For us, our mortgage is you enter the house before it's done and then you finish it. That's how you pay your mortgage. You get it? Kabeimu. But you pay 30,000 the first time, and then you pay. And the reason you pay 30,000 the first time is because they first check you to make sure you don't have hepatitis B in the first place. Then they immunize you. But then the other 2 times you pay 15k. That's what I paid. You get. So you go get immunized for hepatitis B, guys. Wagule. Sindika get. Go get immunized for hepatitis B. So I was still talking to the women. You don't. Women, you don't marry a man that doesn't understand his responsibilities. Talk to them. Omusajja atamanyi buvunanyizibwa bwo bw'oyogera naye omuwulira byayogera okitegeera. But you know what happens with me? Abakazi muli bagumu. A woman has a first child with a man that is not responsible. Namzairo okubino okusatu n'okuna n'okutaano. N'alyoka afaafaagana n'abaana. There is this thing embedded in our minds that building a house is way expensive than just going to buy a car. Yes, Zadi, it's true that building a house is more expensive than buying a car. But you don't have to build the house at once. You don't have to get 200 million and put it in the house. You start slowly. Bobo in a million itane zozita. I can tell you because me have done it. Not even once. I've done it. Bobo in a million isatu zita andika nze nyumba yange ekasaka tijina so kama najizimba million nyane nji yingira na ro watemuni na madirisa. Then I paid mortgage for that house. I finished it before the 3rd year, and by the 6th year I had sold it. And then I came here where I am, and trust me, I'm not where I used to be. I live in bigger rooms. Still, I'm paying mortgage here, by the way. Nikati abazimbi bali mukuba plaster. Bofuna yetaano ng'oteekawo. Bofuna yetaano ng'oteekawo. That's how you build a house. Muleke kwagala kuzimba nga bakola mu URA. Ate akola mu URA ebbo bafuna enguzi buli lunaku. Sanga omuntu akola mu URA nga buli lunaku ajja n'akakadde akatali ku musaala. Nguzi. So bw'oba tokola mu URA tokola mu bitongole bya gavumenti ebyo. National Water nti olina enguzi gy'ofuna oba umeme. Olina enguzi gy'ofuna buli lunaku. You build slowly by slowly. Salmin, you had better get immunized because hepatitis is extremely dangerous. Exactly, Patrick. Thank you. I keep telling people, hepatitis is too bad. Actually, our kids, they get vaccinated when they are born. Their vaccine is gotten at birth. Hepatitis is bad. It's just that people are not really, they are not aware. But hepatitis is as akulumanga sirimu ate ye nasusamu katono. Because all those guys that you see that they say simanya my liver is damaged, simanya michi, they have hepatitis. They have hepatitis. Which they get. Most of them, not all of them, of course, but most of the guys that say my liver is damaged, my liver is fading, simanya michi, hepatitis. Obano sirimu kale ko ofunanga ko ku sirimu kuba sirimu people have lived with HIV for 40 years. You're even yesterday in Monitor, they said one staff ran with 3 billions. Can hepatitis be transmitted? Yes, but not even just sex. You sit near me, I sweat on your body, you get hepatitis B. Hepatitis B is bad. My saliva falls on you, get hepatitis B. That's how bad hepatitis. Immunized for hepatitis B. You guys, it's only God that is keeping you alive. Arthur, as you have advised now, can we get a very good wish in 18 million? Being for special hire, number plate is also a factor. Which range? 18 million, if you're looking for a car that is in very good condition, I want you to not say I want UBD. Focus, especially now you're going to use it for taxi special hire. If it's going to be your first wish, I would advise that you don't come with if Pascali, are you still live? We went with Pascali to buy his wish. They were UBs that were probably would have been better in number plates, but the condition wasn't good. Especially if you're going to use that wish for special hire, we can get a wish at 18 in very good condition. And the number plate will not be very old, but I don't want to stick to the number plate because I know cars, and you sticking to a number plate in Bunjagara UBA, UBD, UBG might get you a bad car. And when brokers understand your number, you'll get you a number that is good. But I would not want you to focus on the number plate. You can probably get a UBA, UAZ. I don't want to really guarantee a number plate, because we're not guaranteeing a number plate. You'll go with your mind stuck that, okay, I want to buy UBB, I want to buy UBB, and then they'll make you make a mistake. So when you go to the market, make sure you go with a mechanic, and make sure you buy you have, since you're going to use for special hire, engine, gearbox, of course the interior, you'll trash the interior since you're going to use special hire, but buy a car that has good interior as well. Okay, but buy a car that also has an original body, which they get, and then you'll put those small guards on the bumpers that keep the bumpers raised, and then those are things that you will do, because you will not find a car that is in all those things have been done. You'll put spacers, bigger shocks, bigger springs, which they get, bigger tires, and then your car will be high because you're going to load it with people and stuff. Yeah, but happy, I would not want you to be stuck on number plates, because some people have kept their cars. They are not new number plates, but they are better than cars that are new. Remember when we bought a Spacio here, it was a UAS, but better than some UBDs. You get, you look at a UBD and you think, oh no, guy, you get, and even the engine. After how long does it take to finish the dosage? Hepatitis B. For example, me, I got my first dose in June 2022. I got my second dose in July 2022. Then I got my third dose in December. So it's always the space of 1 month between the first dose and the second dose, and then a space of 3 months between. Yeah. My focus was on the condition, not the number plate. That was, yeah. Opio Pascali wanted the condition. Yeah, and we were there, Pascali. The good thing is we were with you. That's why I rarely recommend that someone sends me money to buy the car for them. It's important that you're there when your car is being bought, so that people don't make mistakes on your behalf. What is important to you? And since you're going to use this car for commercial work, make sure that it is in good condition. It should be something that you focus on. Yeah. Yeah, but of course I understand that there are people that focus on the number plate. Number plate yetomeza. So, guys, in terms of men and the cars, today we have covered responsibilities. Now it's up to you as a man to go back and start thinking about it. Reflect on your responsibility. Reflect on how you can fulfill the responsibility before you actually buy a car that you want. Because want and need are two different things. Me, I want a Crown, but I need a Corolla. I need a car that can do what Corolla does. But to say marriage saves a lot of dangers. Most men you have Gwenzi in your DNA, never know what's out Jabukola. So you always know you need to know the good condoms and where you can buy them. You get, yeah. So I hope you guys are going to reflect on responsibility. Remember, this week we are talking about men and cars strictly from today until Sunday. It's going to always be men and cars. But tomorrow we have the Market Tuesday. We can't skip Market Tuesday. If you have a business, product, services that you're selling, we are still going to continue with men and cars. But tomorrow, a shift on just marry number 2. Tazani olaiko oli musiramu. Kuba ni number 2 ajatuuka ng'ereeta kumatiza. You think Muslim men don't? I've seen Muslim men that have 3 women, but they still have side chicks. You get. So tomorrow we have Market Tuesday, and on Friday we have Question Friday. Question Friday is during that broadcast you come and ask whatever question you have on your mind. Tinambe mu yokane number 2 yenyine akola obwenzi. Ate number 2 aba muzibu nnyo. Because there is no woman that marries you as number 2 when they want. Normally, when someone decides to be number 2, they are, I can't say they are in love. They can't be nti akwagala nnyo nakiza abe number 2. Most of the time abaye balira bibye. Abayina gwayagala. Okitegeera. But anyway, guys, responsibility. Let's go back and reflect on responsibility before we buy the cars. I've seen people that came to buy cars with me. They can afford to buy more expensive cars. They can afford to buy bigger cars. You get it? But they buy simpler cars because they totally understand that I'm going to use this car for this particular thing. So this car can serve me. I don't need an expensive car. I don't need a bigger car. As long as I can take care of my responsibilities. So always remember that responsibilities are very important for you as a man. So other than that, I think we have covered what I wanted us to talk about today. We're going to meet tomorrow in Market Tuesday. Tomorrow we're going to be learning. For the people that have businesses, you should be here and learn more about marketing. I teach you. If you didn't know, guys, I do pre-purchase inspection. If you're going to be buying a car, I help you select a good car. I do all the inspections in terms of mechanical condition. I come with a mechanic, and we also check everything else that you need to know: paperwork, authenticity of the car, is it stolen or not, or anything. We also help you do your transfer. Of course, you pay for the transfer, you pay the transfer fees, but we'll help you effect it. Yeah. So and that service costs you only 400,000. I also sell car alarms, car tracking devices. I'm also a marketer, a very good marketer, by the way. And that's why I took it upon myself to give you some free marketing lessons every Tuesday. Yeah, let me go, Edwin Agambie. I've been considering to get a fielder, for Uber thing. What's your take? The fielder is good, but Uber is something you should only do as a part-time thing. You get. I look at Kamoga concert property with these wives. Exactly. When a woman wants your money, she has people she loves for real. So that you keep sharing the woman. Anti batukwana ate abasajja tetulina kugaana. Bw'ogaana mbuki oli muuje. Era oba muuje. So let me go. And also paying attention. Martha, Juko, Nathan, Ian Mugabe, Pasco, Joseph, Adrian Mugerwa, Bari Kudembe, Joseph, Setuba Henry, Luoa Semuju Patrick, B. Kagaitano, Mansu Hanifa, Chris Da Vinci, Natukunda Morin, Luoa Semuju Patrick, have I said? October, Central Forex, Emma, Salmin, Odong Emma, Ruyonga Marvin, Patrick Asiko Council Wafe. If you live in the eastern part of the country, Mbale, Jinja, that's those areas, Tororo, we have a lawyer there that I recommend. Patrick Asiku is there. Tomorrow council, you should come and share your number so that people get to know who can help them in that area. If you live in the West Nile, we have a lawyer that side, Muntu Wafewano. He can help you. Spirit Matthias, Happy Isaiah, Sokal 909, Armstrong Mwezi, of course Pascali, Edwin Mogerwa, did I say? Tazan Mogisha, Zadi, of course. Yeah, thank you very much. The car alarm costs 250, the tracking device costs 350, and there is also one for 450. The one for 450 you can call and listen to the people talk in the car that are talking. The one for 350 you can't. That's the difference. Pre-purchase inspection will cost you 400,000. It covers the mechanic, the fuel that takes us to the car, and I recommend that you have your cars lined up so that I can come and we just do inspection. And in case those cars are not good enough, then we can help you get a car that is good. I've always been telling you this story of a guy that we found in Machindi, Moroka, a car, they were selling to him a car at 16 million, and the car was supposed to be 9. These guys were offering us 1 million, but this guy had already paid us. He even paid us via mobile money, he did not have cash there. So when he paid us, we told him, you know what, you can choose to buy this car if you don't have time, but you can get the same car. Okay, not the very same car, a car in the same condition at 9. We said, okay, let's go. Then we got him a car that was even better than the car he was buying at 16. We got for him one at 9 million. And he has never complained. We were even telling him buy a new engine. You spend about 13. But he bought it 9 million. He saved, just like that, he saved some good money. So that's why you hire us to help you inspect. We help you save some money. I wish you a very good day, guys. Let's meet tomorrow in Market Tuesday. Tomorrow I'm going to be teaching marketing. But you can also come and market your products and services and your business so that you get customers from here. The people that come from here, don't forget, guys, I'm also on TikTok. And by the way, the TikTok followers grow. I started doing videos about like a couple of days ago, and I already have more than 2,000 followers, and they engage. And you guys, if you want to see how people have suffered with cars, go to my TikTok channel. You'll see people there share honestly. People have suffered with cars, guys, if you didn't know. They have suffered with cars. But anyway, I'll see you tomorrow in the morning, 7:15 like always. And tomorrow we'll still be talking about men and cars, but we'll also focus on marketing our businesses and how best we can use our skills and the things that are available to us to market. Thank you very much for being part of this broadcast. I wish you a very good day. Arthur again. Ciao. David.